Mark Zuckerberg has backed out of the cage fight match with Elon Musk. But he's trying to say that it's Elon Musk, in fact, who is bowing out of the fight. Why? Because Elon wanted to have a practice match, because Elon might need surgery. None of this makes sense. I think Zuckerberg just doesn't want to do it. Maybe. I don't know. Here's the story. The Post-Millennial says, on Sunday, Mark Zuckerberg backed out of the highly anticipated cage match between him and Elon Musk, accusing the Tesla CEO of not being serious enough about it. The Battle of the Billionaires was set to take place at an epic location in Rome, though an exact date had not yet been set. Mark Zuckerberg says, I think we can all agree Elon isn't serious and it's time to move on. I offered a real date. Dana White offered to make this a legit competition for charity. Elon won't confirm a date, then says he needs surgery, and now asks to do a practice round in my backyard instead. If Elon ever gets serious about a real date and official event, he knows how to reach me. Otherwise, time to move on. I'm going to focus on competing with people who take the sport seriously. Okay. Sounds to me like Zuckerberg doesn't want to do it. I got to be honest. You can make the point or the argument he's making. Elon isn't being clear and is producing a whole lot of noise or whatever. But I think that's just Elon. He tweeted out that they're working with Italy. They're going to do it in this special location. They've got a plan for it. And then Mark Zuckerberg comes out a few days later like, oh, geez, oh, no, I can't do it now. Nah, I don't buy it. Mark Zuckerberg could have threaded or whatever, I don't know, whatever he's posting. Probably on Threads. Threads is dead. I think Zuckerberg may have done this because he's trying to generate attention for Threads, his Twitter alternative, which is dead. And he could have simply said, I look forward to the dates and the plan and everything. I'm not convinced it's going to happen, but I am here, ready and waiting whenever Elon Musk sets a date. He could have said that. He could have said, I fear this event is being hyped up and won't happen. Just know that I'm ready whenever they set it up and let me know. Instead, he's like, well, I'm going to move on. I'm going to move. Oh, why? Why not? Why? I think it's Zuckerberg backing out. Elon won't confirm a date. He says, I love this sport. And I've been ready to fight since the day Elon challenged me. If he ever agrees on an actual date, you'll hear it from me. Until then, please assume anything he says has not been agreed on. Not holding my breath for Elon, but I'll share details on my next fight when I'm ready. When I compete, I want to do it in a way that puts a spotlight on the elite athletes at the top of the game. You do that by working with professional organizations like the UFC or ONE to pull this off well and create a great card. Zuckerberg previously stated he was not holding his breath for Elon and that he was going to focus on competing against other opponents. I don't think Elon Musk wants to actually beat up Mark Zuckerberg. I think he was making a joke and then said it will be a fun event. He wants to do a practice bout because he's thinking more WWE than actual real fight, in my opinion. Now, by all means, rag on Elon if that's the case. I don't know. I think Elon's like, well, dude, it'll be fun. It'll be a really cool event. I think it would be exciting and hilarious. Walter Isaacson with the inside information says, I got this text message from Elon at 4:44 a.m. Central Time, showing a screenshot of some text messages in which he tells Mark Zuckerberg they should fight this Monday at Zuckerberg's home in Palo Alto. He said, want to do a practice bout at your house next week? How does that seem not serious? Like, hey, I want to come over and we'll have a fight. Zuckerberg said, if you still want to do a real MMA fight, then you should train on your own and let me know when you're ready to compete. I don't want to keep hyping something that will never happen. So you should either decide you're going to do this and do it soon, or we should move on. Amazing. According to text messages obtained by Isaacson, Musk had asked Zuckerberg he would be open to holding a practice bout. Zuck declined and told Musk to train independently. Elon Musk previously tweeted this. The fight will be managed by my and Zucks Foundation, not UFC. Live stream will be on this platform and Meta. Everything in camera frame will be ancient Rome, so nothing modern at all. I spoke to the Prime Minister of Italy and Minister of Culture. They have agreed on an epic location. Everything done will pay respect to the past and present of Italy. All proceeds go to veterans and pediatric hospitals in Italy. Interesting. Yet, Mark Zuckerberg says, no, it's got to be UFC. Well, I guess it's fair to say, if you want to have this fight, you want to be the cream of the crop, the best of the best. It would be an honor and a privilege to have a title card, Mark Zuckerberg, and have that poster made and to fight in UFC. I think that's what Zuckerberg was counting on. And then he hears about some goofy show that's going to be in Italy. No disrespect to Italy. I'm not saying that's goofy. I'm saying that it's going to be this thematic performative event. I think Elon's trying to make it fun. I think Mark Zuckerberg is taking this really seriously. So, whatever. Vanity Fair says Elon Musk invites himself to Mark Zuckerberg's house for MMA brawl. Based on a shared screenshot of text between the Silicon Valley titans, Tesla boss is finally ready to face Meta CEO. You see how they do this? He didn't invite himself. He asked him. He said, can I come over? I love it. Well, here's the real reason all this is happening. Threads is dead. It's completely dead. Everybody signed up to take a look and then said boring and moved on. Forbes reports Meta's Threads doesn't work because Elon Musk's Twitter is just worse, not dead. Yeah, even now the corporate press is forced to admit it. And this is from the end of July. They were all hyping up the Twitter killer, Mark Zuckerberg. We love Mark Zuckerberg now. Yeah, they're so angry that Twitter flipped from far left extremists to whatever Elon Musk is. They started claiming that Zuckerberg was cool. Well, on the first day of Threads, everyone signed up. I signed up and I said, I'll take a look. And then I said, wow, this sucks. I'm scrolling. You know what I'm going to do? I always do. So I'm going to open Threads right now. Hey, consider me an active user for the time being. I'm going to open Threads and I'm going to see if there's anything going on that's worth reading about. All right, let's see. We got, this is James Lindsay. All right. Wait. Oh, just reloaded. James Lindsay, you post a lot. Charlie Kirk, James Lindsay, Charlie Kirk. Okay. Charlie Kirk again. Charlie Kirk. R. Willie. He's a really great athlete. I like watching him. Newsmax. Okay, here it comes. I knew it. Now the dad jokes are SpongeBob. Here's Huff World. Here's a commercial for Skate Light. I'm actually totally fine with the Skate Light commercial. I like skateboarding. Football, irrelevant. A guy shouting at his parents that I don't follow is in my feed. D Wade, I don't care about that. Football, okay. And this is my point. I do think they're improving. Don't get me wrong. I'm getting more Charlie Kirk and James Lindsay in my threads. But it's like, football? I never click on football on Instagram or anything else. Sorry, dudes, I don't watch football. Super Bowl parties are awesome. Don't know anything about football for the most part. I know a basic amount, I don't know, a certain level of information, but this is my point. Threads is trash. Elon Musk knows it's trash, made a joke about it. They all said it was going to be a Twitter killer. I think Zuckerberg's a little bit salty. Forbes says, there are a number of stories about how despite an initial Instagram-based surge of Thread signups, user retention has fallen sharply. Daily active users are down 70%, with time spent on the app down to 4 minutes or less than 20% of the 21 minutes users were spending near launch. You can blame a bunch of things. An algorithm-based timeline, called it, that was initially full of Instagram influencers, celebrities, and brands is cited as the main culprit. But as time has gone on, even with the feed becoming less bad, it's still not chronological, and the app is missing key features like a proper search function and even a working desktop version. I don't care about dad jokes and SpongeBob and football. I'm not going to scroll an app that's just a bunch of that. And then it was like, it's not in order. So let me tell you something. What is the purpose of sharing a small blurb of information? Relevance. Imagine right now if I tweeted something like the Queen has died. No one's going to care. That happened a long time ago. I tweet right now, Donald Trump got on a phone call with the president of Ukraine, like that was years ago. What is the purpose of sending someone information if it's not relevant to anything right now? That's what they don't get. Now, even though it's not in chronological order, there still is, okay, keep it within the day and show what's most relevant today. Fine. That could work, but still, my argument stands. I want to see what's happening now when I refresh now. I want to see the latest things people are saying, not what you think I should say. Twitter actually has a good feature with this, for you and chronological. So you can take a look at what they think you'd want to see. I actually hate the For You tab. I think it's garbage. I got to be honest. That's not how I consume Twitter. I'm looking for news reports, breaking information, and I like seeing the latest opinions on current news stories. The For You tab shows me stuff from hours ago or even the other day, and I'm just not interested in that. This is what sparks this whole thing off. This is the basis of the story about whether or not they're going to fight. I'm not convinced the fight will happen, and it's because of Mark Zuckerberg. He wants a serious UFC fight. Elon Musk wants to do a big spectacle. But I think it's absurd for Mark to say that Elon's not serious when Elon was literally like, I'm going to come to your house. Okay, to be fair, he said, can I come to your house and let's have a practice bout? Not only that, but Musk going to Zuckerberg's house and hanging out is a good way to plan the event and figure out what the point of it's going to be. You are not pro fighters. Mark Zuckerberg, you're a blue belt. You're not world champ. This is the UFC. Oh, come on, dude. You know, this is why people make fun of Mark Zuckerberg. Elon Musk, we know, is like, I don't know, nerdy and dorky and goofy. Zuckerberg has that, but is also just too serious about it. Whatever. I'll leave it there. Next segment's coming up at 6 p.m. on this channel. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you all then.